get bit.
Yay, we're back for episode 50. We meant to have 50 for last week's, but Fear of the Walking Dead really fucked us hardcore on that one. I'm one of your hosts, RJ. Sitting across from me is the man, the myth, Rooster. How's it going?
It's going. How you doing?
I'm doing exceedingly tired. But
exceedingly tired. You've been working. You've been busy.
I've been busy.
Very busy.
I'm not quite... I don't think we should release the hounds on what I've been building.
Yes.
Just yet, maybe. I don't know.
It's because it's highly illegal.
Tonight we're covering The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 2, The Well. A lot of stuff happened and a lot of stuff didn't happen this episode. What were you feeling? What's your feelings on this one?
Too soon? I don't know. I didn't mind it. It was an alright episode. It was boring after last week.
It was a definitely a downshift, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if they sat around and said, fuck, that was heavy. We got to go.
Yeah, like they went from like 6th gear to 1st.
Just grinded up the transmission and destroyed it. I kind of like this episode.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed Ezekiel.
Yeah.
He seems really fucking out there.
He grew on me later.
Oh, really?
Like, initially, I was like, this guy, I can't deal with this.
I kind of forgot that he talks like this.
Yeah.
And I just thought he'd do with the tiger. But the way he started, like, holy fuck, we're at Renaissance Fair.
Yeah, that's exactly what I felt.
Shiva looked good.
Yeah, surprisingly.
CGI looked
surprisingly good.
I'm assuming we're having dire wolves. We'll see it once, and then we won't see it again for a while.
And I'm okay with that. We don't need to see the tiger all
Is
the
this
time.
their blood makeup?
Could be.
Just send Shiva out and just start terrorizing shit and like come back and get on the chains.
Oh, I hope not. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing the tiger in action, but I hope it's not like a repetitive.
Oh, Nick and blood makeup all over again.
Oh, God.
Written by Matthew Negretti and directed by Nicotero once again. It didn't feel like a Nicotero episode.
It didn't feel like a Nicotero
I wonder if he's
episode
training
at
for
all.
slow ones now.
Maybe. It did not resemble a drug trip at all.
12.46 mil.
Okay.
That's 5 below.
Yeah.
5 million below, but I think this is where their sweet spot is.
Mm-hmm.
They always go high on the premieres and the finales.
Yeah.
And they knew they were going to get a high number last week.
They were banking on it.
They fucking knew it. That's why they did these shenanigans.
Of course.
It seemed like online, the mail that we got, Twitter, every place else, it seems like we're at 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Some liked it, some didn't. Some thought it was slow, some thought it was fine.
Yeah.
What's your grade level?
I think for this episode, I don't know, probably about a B minus, somewhere around there.
I had a couple messages directed at me, not against me, but they were like, how did Rooster go with a C right away? And I'm like, I'm not the man. You need to ask him.
I mean, the episode it was good. You asked me what my letter grade was.
I'm
for last week?
Yeah.
It didn't play up to the hype.
Yeah,
that's how it got its letter grade. If they want to play these shenanigans, they should hold themselves to a higher level.
And C is passing grade. It's an average grade.
It's average.
Yeah.
It's average. And I think from making people wait all summer, you could have done a little better.
It's shenanigans, ultimately.
It is.
I would give this one a solid B.
Yeah. I could be with you around right about there with you.
And everybody should know by now that'll fluctuate.
Oh yeah,
like you
By
talked
the
me.
end.
I had a B last week, and I was down to B minus. You had you stayed at C.
Yeah.
I don't know if you went down further. I can't remember.
No, I probably stayed around about right where I was at.
So there was some things in here again. It's the Walking Dead flavor. They got some weird shit. Like I wasn't buying the whole Jerry guy, the heavy set
the jester
side guy,
whatever,
the jester,
his right hand man. He was very unnecessary.
I just don't think they do comedy all that well. You know what I mean?
No, I mean if he was an example of it, it was horrible.
It looked like they were trying to lighten the mood after last week. They were literally on paper, on screen, just, hey, everybody relax.
Yeah. None of the jokes he had were...
It just didn't land for me.
No, not at all.
And again, I think maybe it's Nicotero's directing. Maybe it's just they don't know how to do comedy and they shouldn't do it, maybe.
I mean, they should just stick to the one-liners from, like, Eugene and, well, Abe.
It was kind of interesting to see Ezekiel, like, look over at Jerry, especially when we were introduced to Ezekiel along with Carol.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like, he's, like, looking over like, really? Is that what you just said? And, you know,
yeah, he kept looking.
It just didn't seem right to me.
It was strange. It was like they threw him in there later or something.
It was kind of odd. everything else, again, the Benjamin character, we got some stuff to talk about with him when we get there, but everybody knows by now that I have casting squibs here and there. I feel like they missed it on this dude. This dude looks like a backlot character from CW show somewhere. Now, can you please tell me, did you see this guy in Supernatural at any time?
I don't believe so.
Okay. I mean, he's got that going for him at least. But he looks like he's off the set of Arrow or something. So, you know what I mean? He looks like one of those guys.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And I just didn't buy him. And if you're going to, we'll get to it, but when he starts introducing inside the show's episode, but I just didn't feel it. I didn't feel that dude at all. Especially with Dutch, his little brother, or the dude he's looking over. Just like, it's awkward, man. It looked like an after-school special all of a sudden.
It seemed like I didn't have a problem with that.
But you're used to Supernatural, so you're used to this weird shit.
You know what? Enough with the punches.
Okay.
Enough.
We're gonna start off with an email right away. We're gonna go off and on with emails because we got to catch up. Last week, the psychotic man himself, Finchmaster Flex, sends it in after our record time.
Well, he does it every time. Every time.
I don't understand time. He doesn't own a watch. Can we start a fundraiser campaign to get this fucker a watch? I don't know.
I'll get him a watch.
He starts off, Finchmaster Flex. Hey, fellas, how has it been? It's me, Finchmaster Flex. We understand when you start off with Finchmaster Flex, you're Finchmaster Flex. We all understand who you are. Yes, I'm not in jail or dead. Sorry I didn't write in through Fear of the Walking Dead podcast. I lost interest in that show fast. Just didn't do anything for me. Just a hot mess in my books. Anyways, back to the mothership Walking Dead. What a way to start a season. It was written so well to make a grand entrance for Negan. I wasn't too shocked in who he killed. I was more shocked at the brutality of the killings. Thanks, AMC, for letting them go that far. It wouldn't have looked as good as it would have if they lightened it up a bit. Oh, it's fun reading your shit, dude. Got a few questions. What do you think they will do with Daryl? Torture? Or maybe use his wilderness skills? Also, let's stop there. Next week it looked like next week on we're dealing with Daryl's shit right now.
Yeah, I think they're going to torture him for a while and eventually he escapes, is my guess.
Yeah, and I think his wilderness skills, that most of those idiots know about wilderness skills.
Yeah.
I think he's maybe more scrappier than these other guys.
I think so.
Because I think saviors, they're just brute force,
and
they might not be so cunning. I say that, but they did fucking make that RV go wherever they want.
I don't think they're all cunning. But,
right.
I think the leaders are probably smarter than the rest, of course, but...
I'm assuming Negan's going to try to get his claws into him and make him work for him and be his pet.
I mean, who wouldn't want Daryl on his team?
And the question will be, if Negan succeeds, will everybody enjoy that type of Daryl?
I don't know.
And we've kind of seen that before. Like when Merle was around, Merle tried to make him go the Merle way, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like to see a cunning Daryl.
Even the guys Rick bit.
Yeah,
I can never remember. They were... I thought for a while there he might, fall on that side of the team.
And at that time, Daryl thought he was alone. He thought all of the prison was just destroyed. He was by himself again. So he had to adapt. He's good at adapting.
Oh, he is.
So maybe he's going to play Negan and do a couple dirty, shady things just to get the fuck out of there. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we'll see there. Also, after Maggie has baby Glenn, do you think she'll go after Negan right away? Or snap Rick out of his bitchiness? Yeah, it's. I'm on the fence of she should have died. I'll say it again. I think it would have been more impactful, in all honesty.
Yeah, and Glenn survives.
And then Glenn survived. A pissed off Glenn.
Oh man!
Have we ever seen like a Carol version of Glenn running around?
I remember a time where he was before he got sick. Because once he got sick, he was useless.
You talking about the prison?
Yeah, but I remember for a time he was almost stepping up to like a leader role.
Yeah.
I don't know if he could be quite that guy, though.
I think wherever Maggie is, she's taken a lot, and we're going to see the byproduct of that eventually. I don't know if they're not going to show her like 9 months later. We got to see her with a belly bump, and we have to see her. Like, hey, how the fuck is she doing?
Right.
I wonder how long they're going to hold her from us.
Who knows?
There's probably answers online on the Spoiling Dead fans page, but
I've seen
honestly,
them.
I'm
I've
just
seen
saying
some
that.
of them. Yeah, I don't recall.
Yeah, she does come back. It's going to be a while. Let's just say.
Yeah,
it
I mean,
that
we
way.
know. I mean, we know she's not just gonna disappear under a dumpster somewhere.
Yeah. Well, happy the show is back, and happy you guys are still kicking ass, Lucille style. Your friendly neighborhood creep, Finchmaster Flex.
Well, thanks.
Welcome back, brother man. Next up, I want to read off a Twitter.
Okay.
A tweet, I should say.
A tweet.
Over from our friends at Shat on TV, the Westworld cast.
Those guys.
They're handling the Westworld podcast. If you want to go look up Shat on TV Westworld,
Yes.
they're handling it over there.
Do they
Quite
come
right.
with Cliff Notes? I get lost sometimes.
They break it down, man.
They need a podcast following them to break that down.
Maybe we need you send them an email and you can talk one-on-one, help you understand.
Maybe.
But they are our friends. They're doing it very well over there. They're actually having a lot of success.
Yes.
But they wrote in via Tweeter.
Tweeter.
Let's go to the Tweeter Center, everybody.
It's not there anymore.
I know. Hey, at Fear Whatcast, Robert Kirkman is just trolling us now with this schlock on The Walking Dead or what, right?
Wow.
So I don't think they like this episode that much.
I don't think so either.
And I'm not sure one of the three knuckleheads over there fucking wrote this.
Which one's manning it?
Yeah, which one's manning it that night?
I don't know. From what I hear, they might even have more people doing it with the success they're having.
Maybe. So I don't know. It seems like they were down on this episode.
Yeah, I could get it.
And so it goes to my
It's
theory.
understandable.
50-50 again.
Yeah.
So it's just back and forth at this point.
How's that letter grade still?
For me, it's B.
All right, just checking.
B plus.
Oh, now you're B plus.
Was I?
It
was
went
I
up.
not? Oh, it went up?
I think it went up.
I'm a solid B.
Okay.
You can get into college with B's, man.
Yeah, of course.
C's, you might have some trouble.
Yeah, there's plenty of colleges that'll take it. Arizona State.
Yeah, that's it for a while. We got some emails later on. We should start jumping right into the breakdown.
Yeah, we could do that.
Break it down.
I didn't write very well, so it might be
Holy
bad.
fuck.
I will tell you, Ezekiel is not spelled the same twice.
Ezekiel and Zake and Zeke.
Yeah,
You just
a couple
call him
times
Zeke
I called
for
him
short.
Zeke.
Easy.
Easy.
You're telling me your notes look like Carol laying off the horse trailer, just laying on the ground, destroyed?
It's pretty much what they look like.
Holy fuck.
So Morgan and the hockey players, they're carting an injured Carol around.
Is that a band name? Morgan and the Hockey Players?
It should be. And Morgan's in the back marking his path. They get attacked by walkers. Carol makes a break for it, but she keeps seeing walkers as like humans as they're dying. And then the rolls in the cavalry. The cavalry rolls in.
No one's accusing you of being a literary agent. So.
Yeah, please don't.
No, this was pretty good. Morgan marking his territory, and the guy, did you hear, like, really
Is he
low?
marking his territory?
Yeah, he's pissing on doors and shit. This is mine. This is how I know my way back. This is mine.
My door handle.
Like about mine. He's marking his path, and it was actually on the second watch. I heard that one of the hockey players ask him, "Hey, what are you doing?" He's like, "Marking my way back."
Yeah.
Like, this dude's smart.
Yeah. I mean, he's been doing that for a while.
Another horse dies.
Yes.
Unfucking believable.
Horses just don't do well in this show.
I wonder if it's the same fake horse that they keep using over and over again.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
I don't know. After the one in Atlanta, you'd have to clean the hell out of that thing.
It seems like their go-to animal destruction.
Yeah, what is this, the third horse now?
Well, Atlanta.
We
saw
one Daryl was chasing.
Daryl and Aaron got
Daryl and
one.
Aaron.
Then this one. I thought there was one more somewhere.
There could be.
I know it's a thing at this point.
Yeah. Was there one at Herschel's farm, maybe?
It's like African American people. This show will go after them, and they'll go after fucking horses.
Do you think, like, maybe they've learned their lesson and they're like, all right, let's just leave it at horses?
If it's at a black horse running around, we're all fucked.
Because, I mean, I'll say it. They got another black character this week.
Oh,
and
shit.
all the other ones have survived so far. So it's very
we're past
Walking Dead like.
Yeah.
Just saying. So maybe they've gotten past it.
They kind of like wash their plate off and like, hey, we need some more black deaths.
Yeah, or at least like let's not kill them off as soon as we get a new one. Because I don't know if it was bad timing or what, but it looked bad for a while.
It was
It was starting to look real bad.
Comically
for a while.
bad.
Yeah,
like it was happening like T-Dog level. Like
yeah.
But it's funny. African American people and horses are just bad. they're
bad.
No, they're evil. No, they're always have the guillotine over them, just like at any time.
Yeah, at
you
any
see a horse.
time on Walking Dead world.
And when Morgan was on a horse, I'm like, holy shit, he's gonna get struck by lightning any second here. It's like, holy fuck, someone help them out, man.
Yeah, his days are numbered.
I say that, and I like Ezekiel. I want him to last.
Yeah,
I
no,
just
I
want
do
him to
too.
hang out, man. I just
wish
want to
he
hear
would
the
just
talk.
lose the fake accent though. It bugs.
Oh, it's fucking funny.
Dude.
Can you imagine? Do you think we're going to flashback when Negan meets him for the first time?
I hope so.
Because I bet Negan was entertained by his ass.
Oh, I bet he's bitch slapped him once.
I bet he got a free week. You know, just
Oh
like,
yeah,
hey, you get
All
a
right,
couple weeks.
I get it. Yeah, we'll give you a month to get ready.
It's like, I want to see that conversation for the first time. Like,
right?
Really?
Oh,
A
man.
hatchet?
Yes. So it's good to see Carol still lost it.
What do you mean
Like,
lost
she's
it?
just lost her mind again.
It was interesting because I think what they're trying to tell us here with the walkers going normal to back to walkerhood, and I think it's both her dualities are fighting with her.
Yeah.
And Morgan goes through the same thing, but in a different way. Mm-hmm. At the end of the episode, they eventually arrive where we guessed that they would be equal ground.
Yeah.
You got to kill to survive, and you got to live to live, or some shit.
Yeah.
So they found their happy medium.
I guess. I just hope it's over.
What do you mean? Oh yeah.
You know,
it's got to be.
Both of those two are driving me nuts.
We can't go back to this shit.
No.
You repaired Morgan, and you got Carol back to
Yes.
medium level.
Yeah. Do you think people forgot how bad Morgan was last year?
No.
Like the character?
And I wonder if that's why people are somewhat cold on the episode, because
could be.
we're tired of the Morganisms.
Mm-hmm.
Just
He didn't
like-
bother me this episode.
He didn't, because it seemed like he was growing.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
like last year, I was describing like one was high, one was low, and
Mm-hmm.
like they were the polar opposites, and somehow they found the medium, the equator, right in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, fine, you fixed them, now stop.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do anything else.
Yeah, right? Carol wakes up with Morgan by her side. All right, we got to stop right here.
Oh, shit.
Just like banging on your safe haven's walls, why do you have wind chimes?
Oh, you're talking about like Walker
Outside
hearing
of her.
and stuff.
Yeah. Why?
Doesn't make sense.
Why do you have wind chimes?
They have a fucking quartet. Like, the Illumineers are playing in the fucking town
Yes.
at all times.
Yes.
It's
I
like,
don't get it.
I want to see those guys get into a fight. Do they pick up stage props and start whacking at each other?
Purses just flying everywhere.
Fucking fake wigs and shit.
Yes.
This must be part of Ezekiel's former community theater group.
It could be. It could be. It's got to be, right?
With that being said, are these people just as clueless as Alexandria was in the beginning?
I don't think they're quite that clueless, because they have lost people.
Right.
You know, they have encountered saviors and survived.
Not that whole town though.
No, but Ezekiel has. So
And his group, his main group, fighters.
His fighters, yeah.
The A team of the hockey team.
So yeah, I guess in that case, yeah. I mean, some of them might be clueless.
And I think that's where we're heading. Like, this fucking town doesn't quite know what Ezekiel and his guys are doing to keep them safe.
Yeah. Which, would you keep it from your people?
That's a great question. I think not, because you want people prepared at all times.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Because once Negan starts
a
banging at
tough
your
one.
door, those fucking idiots aren't going to sing him a song.
Yeah. Who the fuck is that guy?
He's going to have to decide which one of these. Do I kill the tenor? Or
What's
do
on
I
his
kill
baseball
the
bat?
fucking baritone? I don't know.
Yeah.
Who sings the highest?
Yeah.
You're dead. Whack. It's like-
I will shut that shit down.
He wants metal all the time.
Yes.
He wants to know who's got the guitar. Can you play thrash? And be like,
Yes.
okay.
Something tells me he listens to easy listening.
Oh, wonder what Negan listens to. You're right. He's
Easy
not
listening.
a techno guy.
No.
He's not a country
No.
guy.
No. Maybe.
Hardcore rap, maybe.
Maybe.
It's just like he just wants his slaves to sing him songs.
Yes.
Every day's his birthday. Like, sing happy birthday to me, please.
Yes.
I don't know. That's fucking funny.
So anyway, Morgan wheels her around the kingdom. He tells her about it and how he's been helping out since they've been helping Carol. Carol asks if Morgan told them like who and what they were, and then he takes her to go meet Ezekiel and Shiva.
Shiva. With the
Shiva.
V.
Va. Yes. I figured I'd screw that one up.
My notes say, like, Morgan is horrible at, like, staging. Like, he could have had a lot of more words to share with Carol.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
yeah.
listen, this dude.
Yeah.
He's kind of out there, and he's got a fucking tiger.
Like, he could have prepared us more for it.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think at this point, Carol is just a sit-in for the audience. Because, like, we're like, where's he just rolling around this habitat? Like, he's going to go meet the leaders. And we've seen the screenshots. We've seen the promos. We know what she's going to go see. Mm-hmm. But I found it funny. Morgan just did not help her out whatsoever.
Not at all.
And so he's acting like, yeah, he's kind of different.
Yeah.
Say why he's different, by the way.
Just a heads up.
He thinks he's living at medieval times.
Oh, man, it's so bad. It's like the
Fucking
Renaissance
funny.
Fair. So great. Yeah, he's somewhat odd. Or the king is somewhat odd. He considers Carol a friend of the realm.
Yes.
I almost lost it. When he said that, I was like, I'm ready to check out.
He's playing Skyrim 24/7.
Yes. Carol tells... what'd she tells him? She tells him and the kingdom are amazing. He offers her some fruit, but she doesn't take any. Then she refers to him as Your Majesty.
Well, she was finding the backup Carol mode.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She
Susie
gets all,
Homemaker.
Susie
yeah.
Homemaker, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, I was waiting for that to happen. I didn't know it was going to happen, but like that was her only way out. Like,
right?
Oh, I love that. They showed in the commercials and stuff, that saying she says, I don't know what's going on in the most wonderful way.
Yeah, when we seen that, I was like, how does that work? Like,
and it looked like he bought it there, like he says later. He bought it there, but
yeah.
I mean, on the surface, it looked very cheesy. Like,
yeah.
Carol was probably, like, again, speaking for the audience.
Mm-hmm. I thought she was a little more too Susie Homemaker, because even at Alexandria, she was a lot more convincing.
She had more time to process.
Yeah, yeah.
She was basically rolled into a fucking tiger pen.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, good luck.
Yeah, right?
Fuck you, Morgan. You asshole.
What the fuck is this
You
place?
bow-legged motherfucker.
Right?
I would have been screaming at him, dude. Why didn't you tell me anything?
Yeah, right. Well, so Carol thinks the kingdom is a circus and it's playtime. Morgan tries to talk to her, but she tells him she'll leave soon. Morgan tells her he won't let her die out there, but Carol tells him it doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is where my inner alarm bells were starting to like perk up. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah.
I don't need any more of this shit.
No, I don't.
No more wolves. No more of this debate.
Yeah, let's just leave all that in last season.
For fuck's sake, man. I was getting worried at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, holy shit, this show's not going to be a B.
Yeah.
This is looking at D level.
Yeah, it was getting close.
This is where we saw Jerry, like, the first time, too, and it just seemed odd.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell that maybe
it's fruit. Like, he had that line, it's fruit.
Yeah, the pomegranate, which is basically, I do believe in Greek, it's like the devil's fruit or something like that.
Yeah.
It's how Hades got a woman. I can't remember how all that goes, but it's offering fruit. There was some sort of metaphor speak going on in there. Mm-hmm. This is when The Walking Dead thinks it's pretty smart.
Yeah.
I guess it's better than Fear the Walking Dead because their shit is just bad.
Anything's better than Fear the Walking Dead.
I like to bring it up on every cast just to like, hey, fuck you, Fear.
Yeah, so this whole episode was pretty much in the daylight.
Oh, yeah?
But I never really seen a ray of sunshine. Like,
it's odd,
in
right?
the camera's face. Like,
it wasn't like people were squinting all the fucking time.
No. And it looked like the apocalypse, not like a beach vacation.
Did you know that Jerry guy? Well, I know him because he's in *Halt and Catch Fire*. I don't think you watch it, but it's a pretty decent show for early '80s or late '80s, early '90s tech.
Okay.
He's actually in there as a small part too.
Okay.
But that guy is actually used to be a boom operator on sets.
Oh, really?
And somehow he transitioned into like a bit part role.
Huh. That's
and so
interesting.
that's why he comes off odd at times.
Yeah.
Like he's like living the dream, and he's like saying whatever, like deuces. Who the fuck says deuces?
I didn't understand anything he said.
Yeah, it's just like odd. But that dude, he seems like a cool guy. He's just maybe he wasn't directed right.
Let's give him time.
And he later on we see him hold a gun up and stuff like he's ready to go down. He's part of Ezekiel's main killing crew, so
yeah.
He must be something.
I'll give him a chance. I mean, I'm not writing him off yet, but
the chances are slim though. We get like season 1, yeah, you got a good chance.
Oh yeah.
Season 7, like, dude,
yeah,
slow your fucking roll, man.
You have another episode, maybe 2, to get your shit together.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that shit anymore. Ezekiel takes Morgan and some others hog hunting. The hogs are eating walkers. Morgan kind of asks why, but it's kind of glazed over. A herd comes their way. Ezekiel sends Ben to take out a walker, but he fails. Richard tells Morgan no one back home needs to know about any of it. Morgan saves Ben. Ezekiel talks to the walkers, which was strange as fuck.
He said something with, all I remember was 4 Fs. The word Fs are like free something or another. And it's like he's speaking.
And they live on.
We're living in your world, but not any longer.
We're living on for you or something. This is weird. Yeah, and then Morgan asks about the other the truck going the other direction, and I pretty much knew right away where
everybody
it was going.
does.
Yeah,
we're just watching Morgan get caught up.
Yeah.
Did you know what the pig stuff is? I guess that still can be debated. Them being fed the dead skin and stuff.
If that can transfer over.
You're talking about like making people sick on the other side.
Yeah. I mean, if it's cooked right, I don't.
It's odd.
Yeah.
Now, if you ever watched Deadwood, they did this type of shit a lot.
Did they?
Yeah, to like their normal pig feed, and like that's how some people got rid of bodies that they killed. It's like, hey, just give them to the pig farmer.
Pigs. Yeah.
Well, it's not Walking Dead; it's Fresh Dead, maybe. I don't know, but again, we also watching the show that literally was eating a man's leg while he was alive, and nothing happened to them.
No, they didn't have time though. I don't think they had a chance for anything to happen to them.
It'd be interesting if this pays off, though. Like in that respect, that they take out a quarter of the fucking people.
Yeah,
it's fucking genius.
That wouldn't be bad. I mean, I get where they're going with it.
I do too. I just don't know how fast it might pay off, or it will at all. If this is going to be one of those, hey,
I mean, if they're showing it, they're setting it up for something. So,
and did you see that? What did you see? Did you hear that word that Richard told Ezekiel? This is exactly what we needed, or so I couldn't tell if they're just getting these pigs on time.
Oh, okay.
Or they're just, under the gun still, like like we just got these pigs in the pen finally.
Okay.
And I couldn't tell, or if it's a timing issue, like a few days have passed because it seemed like they got the pigs, they cornered them for them to feed.
Yeah,
but like days go by, but they're already skinned and stuff and dropped off. So I don't know if it's a day thing or if it's a timing issue.
Yeah.
But it seemed like Richard told Ezekiel it seemed like he was saying this is exactly what we needed.
Yeah.
So
like jackpot
versus I don't know. And you also got to wonder too, does Negan's crew know exactly how well the kingdom is off? Because again, Kingdom is playing music. They're fucking doing laundry. Yeah. They got a garden and
everything's
shit.
All happy. It's almost better than Alexandria before Rick got there.
That could.
They had electricity.
Yeah, there was electricity going
on. There was.
So those are the type of things I'm asking at this point. Mm-hmm. So go ahead.
So Ezekiel asks Morgan how he got so good with the bow staff. Then asks Morgan to teach Ben some staff skills. Morgan is reluctant at first, but he gives in. Zeke needs Ben to live. He cares for Ben, little Ben.
Yeah, I don't buy this Ben character. I'm not on his page at all.
No?
I just don't buy him.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's a casting thing with me because everybody knows casting with me, if it doesn't hit the mark for me, it's like, I can't buy you, dude. Mm-hmm. He reminded me of that dude Beth was banging in season 4's premiere.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That dude that got the fucking
he was
the grocery store thing.
Yeah, the helicopter fell or whatever. Yeah,
he reminded me of that dude. Mm-hmm. It's like, you got
just kind of out of place.
Someone's fitting him for a red shirt.
They just get on the show with a red shirt.
At this point in time, we don't know why we need Ben to live and be trained.
Mm-hmm. At this point,
yes. I have some opinions later.
Yeah. Oh, boy. So we get your favorite part. We get the choir singing. We get a kingdom montage. Morgan is giving young Ben some bow staff lessons.
Bow staff.
Yeah. I got to do it. Sorry.
Because I'm pretty good with the bow staff.
Yeah. Carol wheels herself around. She steals a knife, then plays Susie Homemaker while doing laundry. She talks about some cobbler, fake cries. steals some clothes. Ben asks to borrow Morgan's philosophy book that his buddy gave him. But then Ezekiel needs Ben and Morgan to come with him, and Richard tells Morgan to bring his gun.
Yeah, you just unloaded a lot here, but
Yes, you could have stopped me at any time.
no, you can stop yourself too, man. You're a grown man.
No, once I start reading, I don't even know. I just
Okay.
go off somewhere in my head.
I liked Carol just playing the game again.
Yeah,
Just sitting there
yeah.
watching. Like, she was talking about cobbler, like breakfast cobbler.
Yeah.
Now, I might be dumb, but cobbler's somewhat like a pie, right?
I think so.
But they're having cobbler 24/7 at this place.
Yeah, breakfast, lunch cobbler.
And that's what the dude said.
Yeah.
And, and she acted like she was aghast. Like, oh my
Really?
God. So
I want to cry.
she does that, but like again, is this a clue as to well they're doing? They're having cobbler 24/7 at this motherfucker.
Right? Or is it that their cook only knows how to cook cobbler? Like, is that a good thing, or is it a curse at some point?
They're just living high on the hog, no pun intended.
Yeah.
But they're just like, again, Alexandria, green Alexandria.
Yeah.
Like they just don't understand this shit is real outside these walls.
But at least their king knows shit's real outside the walls.
That's true. It's not a Deanna dumb.
No. He's not sweeping. I mean, he might be hiding it from his people, but he's not sweeping problems like under the rug and just not paying attention
Oh
to them at
yeah,
all.
so like you can go back to like the dude beating his wife and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like he's our doctor. We
Yeah.
need him.
Yeah, we need him. It's
I guess
okay.
Deanna wasn't as dumb. She was just, again, like you described, she was just ignoring things, and she knew that they needed Rick's group in there,
Yeah.
to defend and shit, be fighters.
Yeah, she needed someone to go do the dirty work.
But again, like I wonder how well these people are acting. Like again, there's a choir, there's a dude who plays guitar, there's fucking laundry being done. Is this the show's way of like, hey, these people are clean, we don't have to get these people all dirtied up anymore?
Maybe.
I just have a bad feeling that the kingdom has a rude awakening at some point.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
It's always some sort of rude
Yeah,
awakening.
It's always. Nothing ever lasts long.
Yeah, and again, the Ben and the Morgan shit. It's like, man, I don't believe this shit. And he's
really good for his first lesson.
I know.
I mean, he is fantastic.
And if you looked at the way he was holding the staff,
Yeah.
he's like, I know people can't see this when I'm doing it in person, but he's like fingertip holding it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You can easily get knocked out of your hand.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's a proper technique, but he's like literally just like feather fingering it and shit.
Like trying to stay away from it and stuff.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
like just like,
Man, you really don't like Ben.
I don't do because I don't buy his character.
I get it.
And they better not tell me like an episode or 2 or 3 later, like, oh, he's a badass, he's a killer Rambo. Like, fuck off.
Oh man, I hope that doesn't happen.
He belongs back at CW. Whatever he was doing over there, he's got to go back. Like, is the casting agents running out of people at this point?
Could be.
What the fuck is happening?
Could very well be.
I just don't believe it. And like his delivery of things, I'm probably the only guy in the world that thinks this about Ben. But
I didn't have a problem with Ben, but you're kind of. I'm gonna have to rewatch and check it out.
it just seems odd.
Yeah.
I know he's not sinister. He's just clueless, and
Yeah.
his delivery's off to me. He's just not believable. Even the guy folding the laundry, I would have believed better. It's just like,
You got to recast Ben.
it's a step back, but the composer to the a cappella group,
Yeah.
she's pregnant.
Oh,
It looked like Cher
didn't even
belly was
notice.
big. It was like, so these people were that comfortable popping kids out over here.
You're sure she was pregnant, and not just kind of maybe a bigger lady?
She just liked the mead too much.
Yeah.
I drank the mead. No, she had a belly bump, a baby
All
bump.
right.
She
All
was
right.
she was like Maggie advanced.
Yeah.
So
Oh boy.
I was again another red flag to me. Like this fucking town is
Dear
gonna
dumb.
wake up bad.
Yeah. Oh boy. So the King's group meets with some saviors to give them the pork. Ezekiel tells Morgan he keeps this a secret from his people. The saviors are happy with the king's product because they are well fed. Richard had that joke in there that the pigs were well fed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
In case no one caught it earlier, they're gonna keep whacking you over the head with this fucking shit.
Yes.
I like this Richard guy,
I don't mind him. He's all right.
and this is where it's weird, right? Like I buy Richard as a pissed off leader.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like a second or third command or whatever. He's the
Yeah.
main fighter.
I felt like he was second, maybe.
Yeah, and he's obviously aggravated with the saviors.
Oh yeah, like he wants to take action now.
So I believe his character, and I actually believe that there was a blonde chick. I think they gave her a name, but I can't remember it right now.
Yeah, I didn't.
She was believable,
Mhm.
but Ben is just a tool bag.
Yeah.
I just don't like it,
No.
and he needs to have his face bit quickly.
Damn.
Oh, talking about faces,
Ninja Walker.
top of the show.
Yes.
Did you not see that one zombie walker get his face chopped off, like sliced
Oh,
right through?
straight through.
Oh man,
That was awesome.
that was epic. I wanted
That
to
was
bring
a
it
good
up, and it
one.
just hit me when I talked about faces.
No, that was a
Yeah.
good one. I do remember that one.
Did we get to the Saviors arriving?
Well, yeah, but then there was a commercial break.
Yeah.
So I naturally paused because I read too much, I guess. So the drop-off is going well until the Savior taunts Richard. They scuffle a bit. Guns are drawn. Morgan hesitates. I'm going to stop there.
The leader of this group
Yes.
of Saviors, this
I forgot
little
his name.
contingency,
Yeah.
he seemed, you might have to go back and watch this one,
Mm-hmm.
he seemed a little too nice.
A little too nice?
Like, he wasn't, every time we've run into a leader or like a sub-leader of a group that's
Yeah.
out, like, they're all assholes, right?
Oh, yeah, like the ones Daryl and Abraham
Blew up, yeah.
Yeah.
There was always some level of douchebaggery. This one was like, I can't remember his name, but he was like very understanding.
Yeah.
He's telling his guys to get off of like Richard eventually, saying, hey, that we're taking up too much of their time. And,
Yeah.
At any point, these Saviors could have killed these people.
Mhm.
I don't know if they have authority to wipe them all out.
I mean,
but they could have,
Yeah.
in their right, technically,
Yeah.
they could have took Richard hostage and killed him right then and there.
Oh, they could have.
In their opinion. Because we heard about this before over at Hilltop, that they thought that they were short, and so that group came back
Oh, yeah.
and said, oh, they killed so-and-so because they said that we were short.
Yeah.
So these groups have that authority. This one particular leader, the sub-leader,
Yeah.
to me it felt like he was very accommodating and very, like, I couldn't tell if they're trying to tell us that maybe they're getting tired of this bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that, or he did seem to like Ezekiel.
That's what I mean,
because he's
yeah.
always on time.
Yeah,
He's never a hassle.
Right.
They don't have to put up with shit.
exactly.
So maybe he was just giving him a pass. Like, hey, man, look at all the pork you just gave us. We'll just keep going and call it a day.
And it just seemed odd from what we know about the Saviors at this
Yeah,
point.
maybe he was the one that's not an asshole.
I'm just
They
wondering.
can't all be assholes. I mean, at a certain time, or a certain point, some of them have to just, fit in.
That one dude that eventually starts a fight with Richard, the mini wolf,
Yeah,
basically.
little cocksucker.
He was complete polar opposites of the leader of that.
Oh yeah,
Savior
he
group.
would have killed them all for no reason.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Mhm.
And again, like they separate. There was no gunfire. There was no killing.
Yeah,
He does tell Ezekiel at the end that, hey, if you're short,
yeah, he's gonna be the first
he'd
one
be the first one to go. But he says it in a way like, hey, this is just a fact.
Yeah,
It seems like the guy was just off for a savior. It just seems odd.
yeah.
I just wonder if that meant anything, or if it was a director situation.
Or have we just not seen enough of the saviors to really know?
Oh, there's got to be. Some of them are just fucking scared out of their minds. They're
Yeah.
brainwashed. And I'm
You
wondering
know.
again. People need to go watch that scene again and see if I'm seeing something different. I was just interested.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
That dude was just like too nice for a savior. We've seen them bash people's heads in at this point.
Yeah, this is true.
Even when Rick went up to that compound and was those two guys that were stopping there, that were holding the door before
Yeah.
they killed him, those
Yeah.
guys were cunts.
Yeah, they were all dicks.
So it's like this guy was weird for a leader, a sub-leader, I should say.
Yeah,
So it's like a mini boss that was
you
nice.
might be onto something there.
So I was just wondering if something
Yeah.
was going on.
It could be. Yeah, Morgan still doesn't want to play with guns.
Yeah,
That's annoying.
that was. Ugh.
Ugh.
I need him to have stop this shit.
If he was in clear mode, that shit would be a lot easier.
Oh, everybody, even the pigs would be re-dead again.
Yeah, he'd kill the pigs again. Oh man. Yeah, so the one savior takes free shots at Richard. The king's not happy with Richard. Morgan and Ezekiel talk about how Morgan ran across the saviors before, and then Morgan had to kill, and if that's why Ezekiel wanted him to come with, and Ezekiel replied, that's quite the opposite.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
This is
It's more of that shit.
like maybe this is their way of trying to get Morgan fixed.
Yeah.
Just like,
I
we don't know because
Stop
Ezekiel
trying to
doesn't
fix it.
know
Yeah.
that Morgan would take the calmer path.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan will pull the trigger, but Morgan may not be eternally happy about it.
You sure he hasn't, I mean, he's been watching him train Ben and all. I think he might know by this point he's got a pretty level head.
Yes, but we've seen Morgan kill a guy for Carol, so
Yes.
Ezekiel might not know.
We've also seen Morgan kill people for fun.
What?
Well, not for fun, but just clearing
What?
things.
Oh, yeah,
You
that's
know.
that's not for fun. That was his job. That was his duty and his mindset.
But he seems
He's
to
not out there
enjoy
going,
it.
come on, let's have some fun.
I don't know. He might.
Yeah, I just...
All right.
I'm glad. I'm hoping ultimately that they're fixed.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of this fucking Morganisms,
Right.
And just fucking stop it.
Yes. No, I agree. So Morgan meets Ben's little brother. It seems like Ben's doing a good job looking out for him. We find out Ezekiel and his dad were pretty good friends. Then he goes over how his dad died. They talk about the saviors. Ben asks about the inscription about not killing in the book. Morgan replies, "You have to find yourself." Then Morgan goes to talk to Carol, but she's gone.
Go back to the conversation at the dinner table.
Yes.
First off, that little kid belongs on like some sort of Nickelodeon channel.
Nickelodeon channel or something.
Where they all can't act over there.
Yes.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Please, someone write in and let me know that I'm not the only one.
That's fine.
It's like fucking casting agents. They hit a whole grand slam with Negan, but then you can't fucking do the simple things.
I don't think you could have found a better Negan.
No, that's what I'm saying. But you fucking just grabbed a regular old kid out of a grade school near the set. And like, hey, you want to act?
Hey, I need you to say some lines, kid.
Yeah, and I hate it. And I know it's me that sees it mostly.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if other people are on the same boat with me. But we find out that Ben's father died
Yes.
in some sort of raid.
Yes.
I only bring it up because there was things online
Mm-hmm.
talking about. I think it was Reddit that I read it. I might have been somewhere else. A theory was like, is their father really dead?
Oh.
Is he turned into a savior? And that's why Ben is being so groomed
Okay.
to be a leader or a
Uh-huh.
badass.
Yeah.
Or if the father maybe potentially ever comes back,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to try to get his kid to come with the saviors, and like that's an Ezekiel power play maybe.
All right.
And if that's the case, I'm on board.
Yeah.
I want that to happen. If
yeah.
that theory is true.
That sounds like a pretty good theory.
So, but there's no reason why Ezekiel takes such focus on Ben
No.
for no other reason. He
No.
said that him and his father were close, but
We don't know how
Ezekiel
close.
loves all his community, so
Yeah.
they all can be close.
Mm-hmm.
So I was hoping that I wonder if that theory, what you thought about that theory.
I think if it comes so, it would be a good theory.
Yeah.
I would like to see that happen, quite honestly.
And it's good. I mean, I don't know if it's good storytelling, but it's be interesting to see. It's interesting to watch.
yeah.
Like, oh my God, the father's not dead. He's a fucking savior.
Son of a bitch. Maybe that's why that guy's so nice to
Or maybe he got took hostage like a Daryl, and
Yeah.
it'll be something clever The Walking Dead does is Daryl's cellmate is the fucking father of Ben.
Oh, God, please no. That's too soap opera-y.
Yeah. As the world turns.
Could his dad be... Wait, who's Daryl's buddy? Dwight?
Oh, the blonde savior with the burnt face?
Yes.
Dwight.
Yes.
Dwight and Daryl.
Yeah, he's like Savior Daryl.
Daryl. Yeah.
He's got penis envy.
I'm
of
just
Daryl.
wondering if that can be something that maybe they didn't think about. We won't see it. The father actually did die.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
I just like to build my own stories.
That's fine.
It's like my head canon is a little better what they're pumping out sometimes.
Oh, we've gone through this.
Yeah, this is fear level.
This is fear level.
Fear level
bullshit.
101.
Yeah, right?
We could build a better story. Faster, stronger.
So Carol's sneaking out, but she's caught by Ezekiel. He knows she's leaving. Carol tries to play the innocent card, but he calls bullshit. They briefly talk saviors. He seems interested that she's faced them, like one-on-one. Carol tells him that the kingdom is a fairy tale, a joke. He loses the fake accent, finally. He's a real person. He tells her the people needed a leader. Then goes into the story of Shiva. He was once a zookeeper. He saved her from bleeding out. He drops the bombshell that he acted in community theater. Yeah, that was great. Nobody's seen that coming.
Yeah, we needed something to make us understand
Yeah.
like how he got the way he did.
I get it, but it explains him.
Well, overall, do you think it's corny? Do you believe his story? Like, do you think it's the right way to go? How would you approach it if you were him?
I don't mind his story. I just don't feel like he needs the whole fake accent. Like, he can have the persona, but does he need the accent?
Maybe. Yeah, that's
You know what I mean?
his embellishment for his own.
Yeah, like, I don't mind, the throne and the tiger. I think the tiger's badass, but, I don't mind him being the king, but it doesn't have to sound like he's at a Renaissance fair.
I think a little bit it is for him.
Yeah.
Because he even says as much, like, when he's trying to tell Carol to stay for whatever yourself. And I forgot how he worded it, but he says for me, too.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot how he said it, but he does says maybe the embrace the contradictions or something like that. And
Yeah,
a little bit for everybody, and also maybe a little bit for me.
Mm-hmm.
The way he said it,
yeah,
reaffirms what you're trying to say. Is like, yeah, he took it a step too far, but hey, man, this is what keeps people together.
Yeah, and
I argue that his fucking community doesn't know exactly what's happening.
But it seems like his community is doing all right.
And did you hear that little like tidbit that he drops that tiger eats 10 times
the
amount of
that the tiger's not very practical.
So it's like
it eats a lot.
Are we going to see a little arc where the damn tiger is so hungry that he's just going to fucking chomp down on the nearest
Just
human?
eat somebody. What if it eats Morgan?
Oh,
just saying.
No,
You sure?
it ain't going to happen.
Morgan first.
Morgan
versus Sheba.
I think we give Morgan shit a lot. But I think you would have a piss off fan base if you do something stupid like that.
No, I agree.
Just fucking that tiger made it all the way to Alexandria and bit off Enid's face.
I would be all right with that. What if that was the killer of Tara?
Well, it doesn't kill her. It takes her fists away. There goes fist bumps.
No more fist bumps, man.
Fist bump.
No more.
Be like stub bumps.
Stub bump.
Stub bump.
So yeah, I mean, to me it seems like Zeke's being real with Carol.
I liked it.
I liked it. This is when I decided now that I like him. He's
really?
okay.
It took you this long?
It didn't take me this long, but I got him. Like I fully understood it now.
I think the gentleman that plays him, I can't remember his name, but
he's great.
He's good.
I don't mind him at all.
No, and like when he tells Carol at the very end, she goes, "Why do you care?" And he's like, "Because it makes me feel good."
Yeah.
Like you can understand that in that type of apocalyptic setting.
No, yeah. I mean, you got to do good at a certain point,
or you go the savior route, and you turn into a fucking monster.
Yes, with a baseball bat
that we all love.
Yeah, but no, Ezekiel tells her whole story, and she just still says, "Yeah, I just don't care."
I know.
Like at that point, I was borderline just done with Carol.
Really?
Like I'm so fucking sick of her.
Just her whining and
shit. She
it
might as well be
lasted too
Enid.
long.
She might as well be fucking Enid. A teenage girl just whining about nothing.
It's true, but
I'm over it.
Carol's gone through a hell of a lot more. Abusive husband, dead daughter.
I get it.
Rambo.
But you know what? Why now? We don't need it now. We have enough stuff going on. We don't need her whining.
At some point, we have to rebound our entire hero groups, all of our new people that we know, like Ezekiel, and we haven't seen Jesus yet either.
No.
At some point, we have to get them all together on the same page.
Yes.
No more debating. Oh, life is precious. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm
me.
over it. Like,
it hasn't been precious for 2 years in the apocalypse. So
yeah.
Can we shut the fuck up now?
Right. So Zeke apologizes for whatever bad she's been through. He tries giving her some hope. Then he proposes the idea that she could go but not go. Carol wants to know why he cares, and like you said, it makes him happy.
The way he delivered that, it just makes me happy. No, it makes me feel good.
Yeah, it makes me feel good.
You realize this poor actor's in trouble.
Yeah.
Someone give him a hug, stat.
Yeah, please hug this
Carol
man.
or Melissa McBride, please.
Yeah,
hug that guy.
Hug him.
But no, he's a good actor. I think.
Yeah,
he's fun too.
Yeah, he is.
It's just this show asks a lot from the viewers.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we got Michonne with the katanas and the dreads and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
The governor was weak sauce.
Yeah.
Negan just got done crushing people's faces in. And then we get to do with a tiger. Now we need to maybe throttle back a little bit with a lot of the over-exaggeration stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they're doing. Like, okay, you got all the heavy shit.
Okay.
Now let's ride this bitch out.
And I'm all right with that. Morgan takes Carol to her new home. It's a nice little rundown house.
Nice fence.
Yeah.
It's like a good fucking fence.
Yeah. They pretty much apologize to each other without actually saying it. Carol takes out the walker of the house, buries it. We know how you feel about burying
fucking
walkers.
waste of time.
Well, she's got nothing better to do.
Fuck that. She's still sore from the gunshots.
Yeah. Then she makes herself at home. Ezekiel shows up and hands her with a pomegranate. And that's it.
Yeah. You can see what they're setting up here. I'm just going to leave it for the feedback.
Yeah. All right.
But no, like Morgan and her talking about how, I'm sorry I shot you or stabbed you. Yeah, you're the favorite person I punched or knocked out. Like it's always fun when domestic violence is always sugar-coated.
Especially from a battered wife. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's always fun when we talk about tortured souls. It's just,
right.
It's fun.
It's okay.
I'm glad we went through this
Together.
I'm glad you choked me before I passed out. It's fucking funny at times.
Yeah, I'm just glad they made up now. They're all good.
Oh, and we can't see any more of this shit. We can't have any waffling.
Like, they have to drop it now.
Yeah.
Just let it go. I don't want to see any more.
It seems like the creators are on the road of, like, recovery. Just like, okay, we hear you, people.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
Yes.
Let us fix this shit. Let's move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to get to Jesus, and he's going to have some sort of existential crisis all of a sudden. Like, oh.
He better not.
Fuck me, man. My name is Jesus. Am I Jesus? No, you're not. Please don't go this way. I don't want to kill anymore. No.
I just want to see Jesus start kicking some ass.
I want to see Jesus in his sandals start whooping ass.
Yes.
Just in a white robe, fucking floating around, just start beating ass. Is that too much to ask?
I think so. I think
probably.
I mean, we already have a tiger in the show.
Yeah, again, so I can see where people think the tiger is too much.
Yeah.
Even Ezekiel says, hey, he can rip the chain out of my hand. Hell, he can rip my arm off. Like,
yeah,
he can. And kill everybody in this town.
Yes. Or just go crazy one night and eat everything.
What if you get one of the baritones destroyed? You're not going to have a quartet anymore.
Yeah.
No more a cappella singing.
Right.
Shiva went to town on him.
Sorry, the concert's canceled.
That'd be awesome. Like little notes around town.
Yeah.
Concerts postponed. Shiva, 8 Jerry.
Yeah.
Or no, 8 Samuel, whatever the lead singer's name is.
Eric.
Unless you want to hear some humming, there'd be no show.
Yes.
Movie night. Where's Dutch?
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's I still think it's a good B.
Yeah.
A solid B.
I'm right there, BB minus. Carol annoyed the shit out of me.
I just don't. I mean, I'm scared because the next week on, we see Daryl in the cell.
Yeah.
We don't see any. Again, we're 3 weeks away now.
Yeah.
Of what happened to Rick's group. We need to reestablish connection.
Well, that's
I have
what
a bad
mean,
feeling we're going to be at Hilltop at some point.
Yeah.
And
I feel, that's what I mean. I feel like this episode would have been better in, slot 3, 4, 5, rather than right after we wonder what happened to Rick and his group.
I wonder if it's just a logistical thing where they think it might be a money thing where, we don't get it was basically a Morgan Carol Bottle episode.
Yeah.
We don't get, 10 minutes at Alexandria, 10 minutes over here and 10 and that's it.
Yeah.
But we're always segregated, isolated down to Morgan and Carol.
One
Next
story.
week we're going to get Daryl in a fucking cell all day. It's
Yeah.
okay, we like Daryl, but fuck me, man.
Yeah.
Can we not
not keep going through that?
I mean, are we going to watch Daryl get tortured for 16 fucking minutes? I don't know.
Oh, probably.
And then, like I said, are we going to Hilltop after this?
Mm-hmm.
When are we going to start seeing our people?
Episode 7.
7, yeah, before
before the break.
And when it's been shown on the commercials more, or Rick says, Negan's in charge.
He has a town meeting.
There's going to be a bunch of whiners like, I fucking told you. We shouldn't have done this.
Who the fuck's Negan?
And And I wonder where do you think the bodies got buried?
Oh man,
You think they went to Hilltop or they went to Alexandria?
Oh, I don't know.
Because she's gonna want Glenn by her.
Yeah, but didn't. No, I thought Rick was taking Glenn, but it seemed like Sasha was taking Abe.
Yeah, and
It was strange. It was very.
It didn't make any
strange.
sense.
No.
I'm hoping we get like, hey, we put the bodies on the RV. Everybody's on the RV. We're gonna get her to Hilltop. Like, can you imagine a road show with fucking Sasha and Rosita?
It'd be like Weekend at Bernie's 3.
Oh man,
Just people walking around with dead bodies.
just minus the head,
yeah. Well, there's like a stump there. I mean,
and they take his jaw and talk. No, it's fine. That's too
No,
far.
no, no,
Too
no.
far. They're like doing little Abrahamisms and stuff. Suck my nuts. There's no more nuts.
oh man.
Let's get back into the emails. If you want to write into emails, criticallydeadcast@gmail.com is where you can do that. Facebook.com/LooseWireStudio @FearWhatCast is the Twitter. You can also find us on SoundCloud, Stitcher, Tumblr, Android, all these. Also, the website is up and running, but I am not telling you the address yet because it's not completely solidified.
It runs. It
runs.
just doesn't have very many parts.
Right.
It looks good though.
Thank you.
I will say it looks good.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you, sir.
We ain't ready to roll it out just yet, but it's still
No,
there.
It's there.
And that'll be a nice little hub for everybody to go there and find all these links that we always talk about.
Yes.
Speaking of which, let's go into the feedback again. We'll start off with Tia. Hey, RJ and Rooster. Good
Hi.
episode Sunday night. The shock is now worn off from last week's episode. Did I read? No, I didn't read this. Thank God. I'm a professional.
Good job.
I was bummed to hear you guys didn't enjoy last week's episode as much as I did. But hopefully you both enjoyed this week's. Okay. 3 hopefully quick questions.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Thanks, Tia. Set that shit up.
They're
Number
never
1.
quick.
Do not think. Do you think? Do not think. She's starting to yelling at us. These ain't questions.
Yeah. I'll tell you what to think.
Number 1 is, do you think Dwight might eventually help Daryl escape Negan's compound? I think so.
Yeah.
That's the only saving grace he has over there.
Yeah.
And I spoke about it a little bit last week where, again, there was these particular tiny half-second looks and comments between Negan and Dwight.
Yeah.
And again, where's Dwight's wife?
Yeah.
Well, we met her a while ago.
And some girl, right?
The
Wasn't
girl
there a
died.
third?
The
She
girl died. Remember, she was insulin dependent in this
Oh,
apocalypse.
yeah. Well,
It doesn't work like that, everybody. We already went through this.
yeah, I remember now.
But you got to ask, where's the wife? Maybe
Yeah.
Dwight has a asshole chip on his shoulder.
What happened to his face?
Again, these
Yeah.
are things that you need to be looking out, folks.
Are we gonna get a Dwight back episode?
I don't want to see that.
No.
Maybe a quick story and that's it.
Like, can we see it as part of like a Negan back episode?
We want Negan back episodes. God damn it!
Can we just have Negan episodes?
Can we be with the saviors now?
Like, I don't care about Morgan and Carol as much as I'm curious about like Negan and what he's doing right now.
We said it. We'll say it again this week. You would have had a better Fear of the Walking Dead if you had the Negan story over there.
Yeah, the Negan story. It would have been so much better.
Or a bad guy transitioning into a bad guy. Let's make it happen, AMC.
Yes.
Let's start the petition. Someone set the
Dude, how good would
petition.org.
it have been to have started Fear the Walking Dead as Negan's story, and then eventually they cross paths?
You talking about like 7 years ago? Like hand
No.
in hand?
I mean, they could,
Oh, maybe like season 2 Fear the Walking Dead is like still early Negan.
Yeah.
But we see
Yeah.
now Negan.
Yeah.
Like, and we don't know how he's going to get that way. How the
Yeah.
fuck did he get to that point in his life?
Yeah.
We're writing a better story already. Again, we're not getting paid for this
Nope,
shit.
I'm done. I'm not talking about it anymore because somebody's going to steal my idea and your idea, and we're just going to be mad.
AMC, go make this happen. We'll be okay with it. Just make it fucking happen.
Just cancel Fear.
Yeah, or that. Just cancel Fear.
Just cancel it. Just run commercials.
You have a broken car.
Ugh.
Okay. So yeah, I do think Dwight is eventually going to help Daryl.
Yeah,
I think
can
there's
see
no
that.
other way.
Yeah, I don't see how else Daryl could do it.
Number 2 is oh, that's a weird one. Is Ezekiel feeding bad meat to Negan's people in hopes of killing them slowly? I think so.
I think so.
I
Or
don't
at least
know.
trying to get him sick or
Is
you
it?
know.
I don't know if it's going to make them slowly over time, but it's going to be one of those batches where,
Yeah.
like, oh god,
At some point. Yeah.
I wonder how many 8 pigs can feed. That would feed a lot of people, I would imagine.
Oh, I'm sure. You got bacon. You got pork chops. You got ham.
It'll go a long way.
Oh, yeah.
But again, you're talking about the world of where Bob's leg was being eaten, even though he got bit a few days earlier.
I don't know if it'll work, but I think that's their intention.
We do need to say the payoff of it, though.
Yeah.
Good or bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're going to tease that, there's got to be a payoff
Yeah.
at some point.
I'm hoping it works because that'll be fucking funny.
be great.
Fucking partially, they're all hanging over the toilets.
They all have like E. coli.
Yeah, just fucking hanging, hacking, and shit.
God.
And her last question is, and finally, do you think there might be a romance between Ezekiel and Carol? I know it's pretty early, but I wondered. Ha ha. I think so.
Yeah?
That was a post-apocalyptic booty call at the end of this episode.
Yeah?
Oh,
and he took the
yeah.
tiger?
Is he that bored in this community that he needs to go out and, like, hang out with Carol?
I think he just wants to help her. I feel like she's like a challenge to him.
Dude, that was a booty call.
Sorry, man. I was just trying to give another answer.
Okay,
but
no,
yeah,
good.
I think so.
It looked like because you
Yeah.
know, he shows up with a badass tiger with not even his big ass pelt coat.
Now, all he needed was a flower in his hair.
House
and he would've
Stark
been
coat
good.
wasn't even on him. He was just there.
House
Boom.
Stark.
He didn't have the winter is coming coat on.
Nothing.
He
Just
just
like
like-
a nice like long sleeve.
All of a sudden, Fabio's at your door with a
Yes.
fucking tiger. Oh yeah.
Yeah, dreads are flowing in the wind.
I think he's gonna have to climb a monstrous hill to get to that point.
Oh yeah.
This booty call might take months.
Yes. You think Daryl gets mad at it?
No, Daryl's asexual, man.
Yeah, he doesn't like.
He has no time for.
No, he just wants to save the world.
Or
Or he just wants to kick ass and eat squirrels.
Daryl, again, he can survive on his own or with a group.
Yeah.
I think he's starting to obviously be more part of the group.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't think it's because Daryl had his chances and Carol could have made a lot harder aggressive moves. That shit is long sailed.
Oh yeah, no, I just
Long gone.
just throwing it out there, man. Just throwing.
No,
it
I
out
get
there.
it. Yeah, I just want to make sure the listeners get it. Like,
Yeah.
let's stop the Carol Daryl
Yeah.
relationship duct tape right now.
Mm-hmm.
I just have so many questions. Sorry for the long email. I look forward to this week's discussion. Hope you both had a great Halloween. Cheers. Well, that wasn't long at all, Tia.
No,
You can always write in and
always.
Perfect
You could have asked
length.
a few more questions.
You could-
especially you.
questions. We like questions here. It gives us to more talk about.
Yes.
Ms. T's up next.
Uh-oh.
She seems to be on the fence.
Uh-oh.
I read this earlier now.
Yes.
This is what I meant by 50-50.
All right.
So brace yourselves. I was left with a bad taste from last week's episode, so this was a well-needed palate cleanse. This show's attempt to be true to the comic readers and still try to satisfy a varied audience frustrates me. The violence in last week's show may have been warranted for the storyline, but I believe the shots lingered just a little too long and the hits too many. I said that, didn't I? Like,
Yeah.
the goddamn Rick's eyeballs, like, yeah, we understand he's going through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I did say, like, Negan's just destroying the head.
Yeah, it was a little too much.
And you ever think
I
about
get it.
Next time you have a bat in your hand, just whack the ground. You know
It
that
hurts.
shit will actually hurt your fucking
Oh,
hands
yeah, it
and your back.
vibrates.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Or take a fucking sledgehammer and have fun with your fucking back and contraction in the emergency room later.
Right.
I liken it to Game of Thrones' Shireen. I don't understand this point.
Yeah.
Shireen, the little girl that got burnt at the stake.
Oh, yeah.
Stannis Baratheon's daughter.
Yeah.
Which was heartbreaking to
It
watch.
was.
And I think that's what she means here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was that bad. That was emotional.
That was emotional. That was...
Again, they fucked up the timing on
They did.
Negan stuff.
Yeah.
That's why it didn't still resonate. I'm okay with it because it didn't have an emotional impact.
Yeah, I was well over it months ago when
Yeah.
I figured out who died.
And so it's unfortunate you're stuck here, Ms. T, with these feelings. She goes on, necessary violence, but not the kind of show I want to watch if it were to continue. So, I'm still along for the journey, but will give up appointment watching and switch to binge watching if it continues down the gratuitous path. The writing, storytelling, and pacing skills of the show don't give them the chops to pull it off. Wow.
Wow.
I know that we had a diehard here, and now all of a sudden she's just already like, hey,
Jeez.
this is bullshit.
Yeah.
That said, I did enjoy the introduction to King Ezekiel. I'm not 100% in on the Shiva, but I'll stay open. I like the way they introduced the kingdom and immediately tied the storyline to Negan and the Saviors. I'm going to stop there.
Yes.
I did like that. They didn't fuck around long.
No.
They established there's a connection. They established Negan's got his foothold over here.
Mm-hmm.
They even went in as far as like telling Ezekiel or having Ezekiel show his true cards, like he said.
Yeah,
cards
yeah.
are on the table. I think that was smart
It was.
because we're not meandering over here.
No, because sometimes, I mean, there's probably past seasons this would have been, this whole episode would have been 3 or 4 episodes.
Oh fuck yeah! We still might get that, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I mean, the slow withdrawal, the reveal, slow reveal,
There's fertile soil all over the place. I mean, again, we talk about Jesus. We don't know much of his backstory at all. He's just very cloaked in mystery.
Yeah.
We don't know how he got those skills. And all of a sudden he felt like he went into the compound with Rick's group and helped handle business.
Yeah.
So he has something there. That would be another thing I'd like to see a bottle episode of.
It would. Yeah.
How Jesus got there. But yeah, when they meander for 4, 6, 8 episodes, it's like, dude, people, please. Or shorten your season or something.
Even shorter.
Where did I leave off? Negan and the Saviors. Also letting us see behind... Okay. My bad. I like the way they introduced Negan and immediately tied the storyline to Negan and the Saviors. Also, letting us see behind Ezekiel's mask up front is much appreciated. So, I give them credit for tightening up some storytelling. The best part of the episode was Morgan rolling Carol out of the auditorium. Her "Are you shitting me?" comment and look was spot on and definitely speaking for the audience. As well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
Very
That's
well
what everybody's
said.
like, what the fuck are we just watching?
Yeah. What the hell is that?
And I understand on a storytelling perspective, Morgan couldn't tell her before.
No,
She was like,
no.
in real life, I would be pissed at Morgan. Like, dude, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, like if I was wheeling you around, I'd be like, dude, this guy is batshit.
Before I even take you out of your bedroom,
Yes.
this is what we got to tell you.
Yes. Remember the Renaissance Fair?
Yeah.
Or the guy that announces at medieval times? I think it's that guy.
This guy's got epic dreads, is a black gentleman, he speaks in British tones, and he thinks he's at Renaissance Fair.
Oh, yeah. And he's got a tiger.
And everybody believes him. So let's go. Let's take a ride.
Yes.
Not be like, no, I'm staying here. I'm staying here. No.
Hitting the brakes.
I understand. Thank you. Give me my food and water.
Yeah. I'm still in pain. I better lay down
Yeah.
longer.
Oh, my pancreas. Oh. She even had trouble mustering up her alter ego. I don't know why Ezekiel has such a trust in them already unless he just had to come clean to someone. That's a good point.
That is a good point.
He came hardcore clean with these guys.
Yeah.
Well, only Carol. Morgan technically doesn't know the game. The fake.
Well, yeah,
Ezekiel.
he doesn't know the fake game, but he did reveal to Morgan about the Saviors, and
Oh, yeah.
it seemed like he had quite the trust in Morgan.
And I'm wondering if this is the first time Ezekiel has met someone else outside of their community that's dealt with Negan's people.
It almost seemed like it because he had that interest in Carol too. That that she's actually faced the Savior, and lived to talk about it.
And he's got questions, and he sees like these people might know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
they don't know about their bigger group. They haven't talked about Alexandria yet, which is smart. Holy shit, the character's doing something smart.
Yeah, for a change.
She even had trouble mustering up her alter ego. I don't know why Ezekiel has such trust in them already unless he just had to come clean to someone. Walking a tiger around like a dog is going to take some suspension of belief, but I'm trying. Did this episode end on yet another cliffhanger? Was that a booty call? Anyways, I can't wait for the show. I think it was booty call. This is the second time we got asked this.
It definitely looking that way.
Yeah, and like on hindsight, it seems like a nice guy just hanging out at the door.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I got this tiger here. You want to go for a ride?
Right. And actually, I think the fact that they keep limiting the amount of time Shiva's actually on screen is great.
Yeah, you can't
for the speech, like they could have put Shiva in there when he was talking, when Ezekiel was talking to Carol, but it just wouldn't be good.
I agree.
I like that the cat's not always with him.
What's he going to do while he's getting invited in? And what's a cat? Is a cat going in with him?
Yeah.
Or is he getting
God.
chained to the fence?
How big is that thing's litter box?
Oh man, I don't think the world is its litter box. there's a quartet of people that sang along with picking up tiger shit.
Now, if you're going hog hunting, do you take your tiger?
No, and they didn't show that.
No,
because that tiger would go into beast mode and just destroy your fucking game.
Yeah. So
they were like, "There's no pigs left." Well, Shiva ate it all.
Well, as of right, I'm glad they don't pin it like he's just some extraordinary man that has like mind powers over a fucking tiger.
No,
you know what I mean? Like,
I would check out at that point.
Yeah. But if they keep it like this, I'm all for the tiger.
It's going to be literally. I said it as a joke, but the dire wolves. It's like Ghost over with Jon Snow. It's like, where's Ghost during this battle?
Yeah,
kind of need him out there, but again. Humans, like, I can easily see, and I hate to say it, but Negan's going to find a way to kill that tiger.
Oh, yeah, something's going to happen to him.
I mean, it's going to be sad, and it's going to be heartbreaking, and I'm not looking forward to it.
Is it going to be Glenn and Abe Part 2?
He's not going to get a bat to it. I think he's going to get gunned down eventually.
Yeah.
I know how, I should say this, in the comic books, there's something to be said about the tiger. So
yeah.
I'm not going to say it here, but... I just don't want to see it getting mowed down by some cheap gunshots. It's like, dude, I want to see that tiger wreck shit.
I want to see it go out like a hero.
Intimidating people all the time.
I'll tell you what, the first time that thing's unleashed is going to be amazing.
Oh, it's going to be so
I can't
cool.
wait for it. And it might not be for another 7 or 8 episodes, if at all, this season.
Can we give?
But eventually it'll happen, and it's going to be great.
Can we get a Shiva bottle episode? Just fucking watch this thing just tear shit up 24/7.
Right? Maybe we should just get like an episode of bottles.
We're kind of getting it now, though, right?
A little bit.
I don't know if we can people hang on that long. I know for a fact. I'll just say this now, without spoiling it too much. At some point this season, we're going to get a Terra bottle.
Oh, I know.
So
I think everyone knows eventually that's going to happen
because she has been AWOL, of course, due to pregnancy and all this stuff. But
yes,
we got to get caught up with her and Heath.
She's still got to get her orange crush.
Oh man, I can't wait for that scene. She finds out Denise and Glenn just got destroyed. It's gonna be bad.
Everything's better when she's with you. We've been sipping soda. It's special too. It's Orange Crush.
All right, that's all I can take of that.
Yeah, I can't believe I found that clip.
That was a great clip.
It's so creepy.
Oh man.
Last email up, and this is a doozy. Someone's moving in on your territory, Rooster.
I heard about this.
Fucking resident knucklehead, Adam J. The zombie apocalypse is full of tougher choices. Here's yours. Fuck, marry, kill. I'm eager to hear both of your decisions for each set. Holy shit, did he send that in?
I got an email.
Okay. Like, he does magic.
Yes.
So we got 2 rounds of fuck, marry, kill.
Oh, boy.
And are you ready?
I am somewhat ready.
I honestly didn't think about this, so this is all improv. So I want to think about shit.
I only remembered the one you told me about. Okay. So.
Do you want the guy version or the female version?
Let's do the female version first.
Okay, your choice.
Are you going to give me women or men first?
That's what I'm saying. Oh, I see what you're saying. Do you want the female list or the male list? Oh, that's actually written down.
Give me the list of the females first.
Okay, you got.
I feel like we should save the next one. So, yeah, let's do the ladies first.
Madison, Lori, Grimes, obviously.
Yes.
And Denise.
Dennis. That's how I always spell it.
Oh, Dennis.
Oh, man.
Your eye was beautiful.
All right, so I think right off the bat, Lori's got to go.
I agree. There's no fucking way.
She annoys the piss out of me. I couldn't do it.
I couldn't play her fucking mind games.
I couldn't even hold hands with her and go to a picnic.
There's not a fucking chance. I would probably go into prison at that point.
Yes.
I don't promote domestic violence at all, but I would take her fucking hair and just fling her around like a goddamn toy. I'd be like, no. What are you talking about shame too much for? Why are you eating cucumbers all fucking day?
Whose baby is this?
Yeah. Why'd you crash the car again? Why are you doing this to me?
Why are you even driving?
Did you even visit me in the hospital when I was knocked out?
Right?
Am I in the hospital because of you? Who else do you fucking?
Oh, man.
That would be all of a sudden Springer show all of a sudden with Lori.
Oh, man. Can you imagine like the Maury?
Oh, God. And whose baby?
And you are not the father. I knew it.
I'm out.
I knew it.
GTFO, bitch. Madison or Denise? Oh, no, wait. We're killing Lori, right?
Lori's out. Lori's done.
Lori's murder, fuck, kill now.
Yes, she's the murder.
Oh, she's the murder.
You would murder Lori.
I see what you're saying.
Yes.
I feel like, and this is weird, you can't
Yes.
just fuck Madison because it'd be a boring lay, I feel.
Or would it be interesting because maybe her facial expressions would change?
It would never change.
No.
She don't even talk in bed. She doesn't do anything kinky. Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. It's like,
But I don't want to be married to that.
no, that's what I mean. It's tough here.
That's a tough one.
I think Denise is Mary material, unfortunately.
Yes. I think you're right.
You got so much. You got built-in health care.
Yes.
You got...
She's pretty committed.
if
Even though
she's not lesbian.
not really a lesbian, she still went and got an arrow through the eye for an orange crush.
I think she might be open to threesomes because she's been flirting with
She's experimental.
right.
Yes.
For science.
Yes.
She might not like bean flicking like everybody else, but she might. You got to test it out. Madison, unfortunately, you just have to nail, right?
You just hit it. Hit it and quit it.
Hit it and quit it and run for the fucking door because
Yes.
it's going to be like, what's it, necrophilia?
Yeah.
You like some creeping fucking dude out down in the like a mortuary just nailing dead people. That's like you're nailing Madison,
Yes.
unfortunately.
Yes.
Because I can't imagine that chick.
Oh.
Would she just be like she wouldn't even make smirks or nothing. And how would
No.
you, like, listen,
It'd be like having sex with a robot.
that's what I mean. Like
Just,
the first version of a robot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real.
It'd be like Short Circuit.
Johnny Five alive. Like, what's happening? I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I don't even know. If
So we agree again.
yeah.
Man.
We're probably so rude by saying that shit too. But we're gonna do it to the guys, so don't worry.
Yeah. We're not sexist here.
Set number 2.
Oh, boy.
I hope we're at least making Adam J happy.
Oh,
And
no.
the listeners happy. People do seem to like this shit, so it's weird.
Yeah.
Set 2. Oh man, I don't even want to read the third one off.
Oh, is it that bad?
It's Daryl,
Okay.
Shane,
All right.
and remember the person that sent this to us,
Oh,
Adam J.
fuck.
The third male is Ryan S.
Oh, boy.
The fucking fight continues, and he did send us a picture that he asked not to show.
Yeah, we won't show
like it
it.
matters to
Yeah.
two heterosexual males. It didn't matter.
Yeah, well, we do have our pants off.
That's
Again.
normal. That's what
it's
happens.
just comfortable
here.
to do a podcast without pants on.
If you need to talk higher, you need less pants. Is basically what it's saying.
Yes. All right, so murder.
You did see the picture of Ryan S. I showed you.
Yes,
to.
yes.
So I don't know if it matters.
Young lad.
Strapping young lad. I just don't know. Daryl would be the oiliest lover ever, man. Right? He never takes showers.
Yeah.
He's bringing squirrel nuts into the bed.
This is true. All right, so let's
We gotta
do
talk
it.
through them all before we make it anything.
This is true. This is true. Shane, he's a fucking loose cannon.
He wants you to rub his head along with him.
Yeah, probably a great lover though.
Oh yeah, very we've seen it as
Passionate.
much.
Yeah, just really passionate.
He likes people in the dirt face down.
Yeah, super fucking clingy.
So you're obviously the bottom in this relationship.
Yeah.
If you go that route.
This is true. He's super fucking clingy.
Super clingy.
Like,
He's a heavy breather.
yeah.
And he's going to be breathing on you 24/7.
Yeah.
Daryl. Let's bypass. Daryl seems so dirty, man. You'll
Just
never have
dirty.
clean sheets.
Dirty.
You never have clean sheets. He's going to bed with
Has
his
he
boots
taken
on.
a shower since he's gotten to Alexandria?
It doesn't look like it.
I don't think he's taken a shower since season 1.
And if maybe then neither, we don't know.
No.
He didn't take it at the CDC, but he also had shorter hair.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a rule like, hey, you got to get your hair cut, man.
This is true. Why are you trying to change him?
Oh,
Why are you trying to change him?
I'm not trying. I'm just trying to work out the kinks.
All right, man. So,
Ryan S.
Ryan S.
Fuck, Mary, kill. Ryan S. looks like a gentleman that I don't know. It's weird why we got to put in this predicament.
Yeah.
Ryan
It's even
S.
weirder that you chose to just not even ignore it.
What do you mean?
You could have just ignored that one.
No. We are.
This is true. This
we
is true.
work for the listeners.
Yeah.
Ryan S., Shane, and Daryl.
Oh, boy.
Fuck
All right,
Mary,
so-
kill. Fuck Mary,
so-
kill. Fuck Mary, kill.
All right, so
I don't know, man. I'm speechless here. Ryan S. looks like a nice lad. I think I would marry Ryan S.
yeah?
I don't know.
I was
That's the problem.
just gonna bang Mary or just
bang Mary
Yeah.
unless Ryan S. watches.
no. All right, I was just gonna bang Ryan just for bragging rights.
Oh,
You see?
bragging rights.
Yes.
So you conquered Ryan S.
Yeah, I could brag about it.
So he looks like that to you. That's real nice of you, Rooster.
That's not how that came off at all. But okay.
I think I'm marrying Ryan S. Because
You're gonna marry him.
He literally is the cleanest, and as
He
far
is
as we
very
know,
clean.
he's
He is
not
very
fucking
clean.
a serial killer, heavy mouth breather.
Yes.
He doesn't want his head rubbed 24/7.
Yeah.
His lobes look normal.
His lobes are normal. He doesn't have obnoxiously large lobes. Try saying that 3 times fast.
No. So I'm marrying Ryan S.
Unfortunately, I'm just banging him.
You're banging him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Shane would be the most interesting.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
That's where you want to go with that.
Shane would be. Oh wow, man! I don't know.
Yeah. I'll just step up on this one. I would have to murder Shane.
Wow,
He is fucking nuts.
And you're
we
marrying-
have all had that ex who just like nonstop just can't get the hint.
relentless
Yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah.
Constantly questioning you.
Exactly. And everybody who's had that once, you don't ever want that again. So I got to get rid of Shane.
So you're murdering Shane.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I'm there with you because you just convinced me. So
Yeah.
we're marrying Daryl.
Yeah.
But you said we can't change him.
No, you're marrying.
Oh no,
You're marrying Ryan S.
I'm fucking Daryl.
You're fucking dirty boy.
What are you doing?
I'm marrying him.
Oh, you played this game well, sir.
Yeah, he seems like a cuddler, so
He's a standoff dude, man.
he's a
Daryl's-
provider. You've said it yourself. He's asexual, so you really don't have to touch him much. You see?
Yeah, I unfortunately married him, so I'm going to be spending the rest of my life trying to fix him and try to correct him.
You married Ryan S.
Oh, I keep thinking.
Why are you trying to fix him?
Who am I fucking again?
Daryl.
Daryl.
You're just
okay.
banging him. You're just banging it out.
That's
banging
right.
it out.
Everybody's had one of those too. Like it's 3:00, the bars are closing.
Yeah.
You're a little bit tipsy. You got to find the closest, nearest warm body.
Yes.
and that's Daryl.
Yes.
because he's shooting fucking Everclear. He hasn't washed his hair. You get the hazmat suit on
Could
and
get
go to
head
town.
lice. You could get head lice from this.
And crabs at the same time.
Truth.
Bugs in the hair.
Truth.
Oh man, I think I'm. This is where we differ. This is
the first one we've disagreed on.
This is the creepiest fucking show yet.
Yes.
The creepiest Mary Death Kill. You are no longer to send them in, Adam J.
Keep sending them in, Adam. It's
Ryan
fucking
S
hilarious.
is always going to be on the list for some reason.
Yes, I'm guessing we're gonna get one from Ryan S very soon.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be Adam.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
oh yeah.
That was fun.
Again, if you want to send in emails, please do so. criticallydeadcast@gmail.com. Facebook.com/LooseWireStudio @FearWhatCast. Head over to, if you want to stream us, go to SoundCloud, Stitcher, Tumblr. Or we can be found there. Android, there is a link. You can go and download if you're carrying around one of those weird Google phones. We did have one 5-star review this week.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Did they say words?
Yes. Titled Great Walking Dead Podcast, 5 stars. Fantastic podcast. Recommended for sure. Sent in by Jack DE 1965.
Nice.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Jack.
Thanks, Jack, man. And if you...
Uh-oh.
Ooh, I almost did
boy.
something weird.
Do we have to re-record this?
No.
Okay.
5-star reviews are the fastest way you can help us right now. So please head over to iTunes and do so. And subscribe and download and share it with your friends. It's obviously we try to be analytical as much as we can, but we also have some fun. So please join in. Everybody's welcome. And next week's episode is titled The Cell.
Uh-oh.
November 6th, 2016. I didn't see anybody writer, directors, or anything like that.
Okay.
So, but this next week on is basically it's going to be a Daryl show.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all you Daryl lovers, prepare to see him get beat and shit, I guess. I don't know. We might get some Negan, though. We're obviously going to get some Negan.
Yeah, I think they showed him.
We're going to
for
get
a short
Savior
time.
Compound.
Yeah, which
So-
I'm interested to see how that goes.
So am I. So am I.
I'm very interested to see how it is.
Something weird that we didn't bring up
Yes.
the past 2 episodes is like we didn't talk about the season 8 renewal.
Oh, yeah.
And we never even brought it up. They actually renewed it way before the season even started.
I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer, right?
Oh, yeah. They talk about this show lasting forever, so I don't know how that would happen. But...
Well, if Fear is an example of that, please get that out of your mind.
Oh, God. Yeah, I think that's it. I think we covered all of our bases. You got anything to say?
No. I got nothing.
I got nothing.
I'm done.
I'm done. I'm washing up.
I feel dirty after that game.
I do too. Something's got to happen.
I gotta go shower.
I gotta go find the wife and
Yeah, same here.
try to wash my brain out. Thanks, Adam J, for that shit.
Yeah, I gotta go find your wife and.
Yeah, I go first.
Oh, all right, fine.
Yep, that's gonna be a cast. We're getting way off the rails here.
Yeah,
it's a good
getting late.
episode.
Yeah,
I'm RJ.
I'm the Rooster.
Check you later.
We tell ourselves